Let's dive into a truth that many of us miss. You can't build a life you love without injecting passion into what you do. But there's a catch. Are we supposed to tackle every mundane task with unbridled enthusiasm? Let's be real. Are you really expected to scrub the bathroom tiles or pay the bills with the same fire you'd bring to a personal passion project? Of course not. Yet the seemingly insignificant habits are the backbone of your bigger goals. Each of those little, everyday actions stack up, building the foundation for something greater. That's why you don't necessarily need to love every small step, but you do need to fuel the big things in life with intensity and intent. The problem is most of us struggle to find the very things we're supposed to be passionate about. We imagine an ideal life where everything is in perfect balance. A job that excites us, relationships that fulfill us, and hobbies that make us feel alive. But reality rarely lines up so neatly. Too many of us are stuck in unfulfilling jobs, distant relationships, and hobbies pushed aside indefinitely. Somewhere along the way, we let life's demands drown out that inner spark. We've become content with doing things halfway, hoping that passion will someday just reignite. But that's not how it works. Passion isn't a magical force that suddenly appears. It has to be cultivated, rekindled if it's faded. And yes, you can absolutely reignite it. Where do we start? First, you've got to ask yourself some hard questions. What lights me up? What makes me feel truly alive? Because here's the thing, comfort alone won't cut it. Binge watching your favorite series or lazing around all weekend might feel good in the moment, but it doesn't spark growth. True passion is something that pushes you forward, that gives your life energy and momentum. So, what does that look like for you? Is it watching your child crush their dance recital, leaping into freezing waters on a dare, or losing yourself in nature's vastness? Maybe it's pursuing a career you genuinely believe in or building something that reflects your inner drive. Whatever it is, passion is about more than comfort. It's about connection and purpose. If that fire's gone, it's time to bring it back. So let's break it down. Passion comes from three core components: belief, time, and effort. Let's start with belief. This is more than just telling yourself, I can do it. Real belief means deeply understanding that what you're doing matters. Ask yourself, do I believe my efforts are making a difference? Do I believe in the people around me? Do I believe that what I'm working towards is worth it? And don't just answer automatically. Take a moment to reflect. Are your daily actions aligned with your values, or are they merely surface level? Self-belief is one of the pillars of the self-efficacy theory. This theory explores how our core beliefs shape our behavior. If deep down, you don't buy into the value of what you're doing, you'll never give it your all. You'll start strong, but when things get tough, that lack of belief will lead you to quit. This is why setting big goals without a strong why behind them is useless. A goal without purpose is just a burden. So, take a good look at your intentions. Are they built on a foundation of belief, or are they hollow aspirations? Next up is time. Believing in something is the first step, but belief without time is just a daydream. You have to make time for your passion. How much time are you dedicating each day, each week, each month? If you're saying you're passionate about something but not putting in the hours, then it's just wishful thinking. Passion demands time. It requires carving out space in your life for what matters, even if that means sacrificing something else. And then there's effort. Effort is what turns belief and time into progress. It's what keeps you going when the initial excitement fades and the reality of hard work sets in. There will be days when you don't feel like pushing through, days when your motivation is gone. But that's when passion becomes more than just a feeling. It's a commitment. Passion isn't always a roaring fire. Sometimes it's a steady ember that guides you, step by step, through the grind. And here's some good news. Even if you're not feeling that fire right now, passion isn't lost forever. It just needs a little rekindling. Start by asking yourself, do I really believe in what I'm doing? Am I putting in the time? Am I making an effort? If the answer is no, then you know where to start rebuilding. It might be that your belief needs work. Maybe you're not giving yourself enough time, or maybe you've been holding back on effort because you're scared it won't pay off. Whatever the case, clarity is the first step to change. Remember, we've got one shot at this. Don't waste your energy on lukewarm efforts and half-baked pursuits. Find what sets your soul on fire and pour everything you have into it. Because there's no point in living a life of mediocrity when you could be striving for greatness. You've heard the phrase, go big or go home. It's not about recklessness. It's about intentional, focused energy. Don't show up halfway. Show up fully, or don't show up at all. It's time to make a decision. Live with passion or not at all. So what's it going to be? Go all in, make it count.